Well, hello there. I'm the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. Sometimes a wine or a spirit will drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. We take a look at everything on the label. We read it. We take a look at the artwork. We see what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. A couple of things first, though. We always serve beer at the correct temperature. Lagers between 37 and 47 degrees Fahrenheit and ales 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The good folks at ThermoWorks sent me one of their lollipop thermometers. There is a link in the description box if you're interested. Also, we always have our beers served in the same type of glassware. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. Speaking of aromatics, when most folks do a tasting, they will take a look, they will sip, they will sniff, they will sip, and then they'll let you know what they think. Well, I sip first. Why? I'll let wine expert Fred Dax explain it all to you. He does a lot better than I can. All right, what have we got here? From the Garvies Point Craft Brewery, Paddle Bender Imperial Vanilla Porter. Imperial Vanilla Porter. It's got a rustic look to it. And it looks to me like there's maybe kind of an Indian maiden there, or a well-endowed Indian maiden there with some hops, offering them to us. Well, thank you, lady. $7.49. It says extremely robust. Aha, there they go. Extremely robust Imperial Porter that delivers huge notes of chocolate and roast with a thick yet silky mouthfeel. Brewed and canned by Garvies Point Brewing, 1 Garvies Point Road, Glen Cove, New York. The Surgeon General says I should not be a pregnant woman or operate heavy machinery. The Brewers Association says this is an independent brewery. And it says it is 1 pint. So, how about the ABV on here, kids? It's got to be around here somewhere. No, here it is, 8% alcohol by volume. Okay, this is going to be a warm one with the vanilla. In other words, it's going to be a really warm, but when I say warm, I mean that it tastes, it'll warm your innards up as you swallow it. And a vanilla porter, well, that's pretty obvious. It's not a stout, it's just a really dark brown beer with some vanilla flavor to it. Let's crack it open and see if it meets those expectations. Oh, that's a beautiful clear porter. Look how that pours. That's a pour porter. That's a porter pour. That's a very good porter pour. All right, certainly looks the part. Now, this has been out of the fridge for a bit, so it might be a smidge warm, but that'll bring up some of the flavors. Yeah, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 55 being the top. Well, yeah, that way it can show off. All right, well, looks like a porter. Let's see if it tastes like a porter. Yeah. Most of the time, whoop, my taste buds are napping this time of day. Well, and they need to be woke. Well, they didn't need to be woke this time. They knew after that first sip, they were wide awake. It was this is vanilla up. This is a vanilla. This is a vanilla porter. That's for sure. All right, let's see what the olfactory friends have to say. Oh, a lot of vanilla. A lot of vanilla in there. Whoa, but there's a smooth chocolate. Oh, the vanilla with the roasted grains forms almost a vanilla accent in there that is just, oh, this is really wow. As far as an Imperial Porter, right on. An Imperial Vanilla Porter, I had to be convinced. But I am convinced. Does Garvies Point Craft Brewery's Paddle Bender, which is kind of a neat sounding thing when you think about it, Imperial Vanilla Porter meet expectations? Whoa, it certainly did. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be great, and a comment would be really outstanding. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.